What's going on, guys? Latnero here and welcome back to another Football Manager 2020 video on my channel. Today we've been taking over another international team, but this time it's not an experiment. This time we're just going to see how long it takes us to win the World Cup of Kosovo. Obviously one of the newest nations to UEFA and obviously FIFA, only joining in 2016, but they had a remarkable rise. They could have made Euro 2020. They could still make it. They're obviously in the playoffs against North Macedonia. So we'll see what happens to them in real life. But our aim today in this video is to take Kosovo from joining UEFA and FIFA as a recognised nation in 2016, although they're not technically a recognised nation by all UN members yet, and trying to take them to World Cup glory. So let's see how long it takes us. So this is our current team, guys. You might recognise some of the players. You've got Arjan Muric, who's currently at Manchester City, on loan at Nottingham Forest. You've got Hadajanaj, I think I say his name, on loan from Huddersfield at Kasimpasa. I think he was actually linked with a move to Fulham in the window, but he chose to go to Turkey instead. You might recognise Valon Berisha from his time at Lazio, Red Bull Salzburg. Within this team, we also have the likes of Milot Rashica at Werder Bremen, who's a very highly rated youngster, only 23 years old. You've also got Vedat Mariki, who, has been linked for Tottenham recently. He was very, very good for them in real life in the qualifier, so we can see how we can do with them. You've got players like Benjamin Khalili, Ate Nuhu, who's at Sheffield Wednesday, big man up top, who hopefully we could bring on as a substitute for Mariki if we need to play a bit more of Route 1. But if we go look at the current group, obviously we are in England's group. You've got Czech Republic, England, Montenegro, Kosovo and Bulgaria. So we've obviously got 3 international breaks before the end of this group, so we have 5 games left. So interesting to see how we do. We're not totally out of it. We've obviously still got our chance through the Nations League, because obviously they won the Nations League group, and that tie against Montenegro, I think it is, who actually are not Montenegro, sorry, Macedonia, as I said earlier, to give us a chance to get into the Euro. So, obviously the aim of the series is to win the World Cup, but, if we can do one in the Euros at the same time, that'll be absolutely great as well. So let's see how we do in these qualifiers. As you can see, we're now on the 16th of November 2019, so we've played all our international games. So as you can see, we started off very, very well with 5-1 win over Montenegro, thanks to goals from Milot Rashica, Arba Zanelli, Amir Ramani from centre-back getting 2 goals, and Valon Berisha getting the 5th goal to make it 5-1. Then we also beat Bulgaria 2-0 in that through Donis Ajvidaj and Herel Inshallah. I am probably butchering a lot of these Kosovar/Albanian names, so that's apologies for that. Then we beat England 2-1 thanks to goals from Vedat Mariki and Akurin Kureshu, and Trent Alexander-Arnold got a late goal, but we eventually get 3 points there. And I was looking like we could maybe qualify automatically in the top 2 of this group without having to go through the Nations League playoffs, but we end up getting battered 5-1 by Czech Republic in the next game. No idea what happened there. Amir Ramani got us back in after Filip Novac gave him the lead, but goals from Thomas Suchek, Adam Hlošek, Alaš Cermak and Antonin Barak basically gave him the win. Then we did beat Bulgaria 4-0, but unfortunately for us, it wasn't quite enough. England beat Montenegro in their final game to beat us to second place to qualify for the Euros, but we should have an opportunity in the Nations League campaign coming up in the playoffs, so I'll see you guys then. So as you can see here, we've got our draw in the Euro Championship qualifying playoff against North Macedonia away in Skopje, so let's see how we do. As you can see on the screen in front of you, we've absolutely demolished North Macedonia in an old sort of Yugoslav derby here, by former republics of Yugoslavia. Yeah, 4-0 win. Vedat Mariki with 2 goals. Valon Berisha with 2 goals. 2 assists from Milot Rashica. An assist from Florent Hadajanaj. I've probably going to butcher his name again. He had 28 shots, 12 on target, 55% possession. Absolutely dominated North Macedonia to get through to the playoff final. So let's see who we're going to be facing for a spot at Euro 2020. So for our place at UEFA Euro 2020, across 12 different countries, or how many ever countries it is, we got to play Georgia in our European Championship qualifying playoff final. So we beat Georgia. We're going to be going to Euro 2020, Kosovo's first tournament, considering they only formed 4 years ago. We've only been playing the save for about 6 months. We have a very, very fine achievement from us here. So yeah, let's see if we can beat Georgia, get our place into the Euros. So as you can see, we've beaten Georgia 3-1 to secure a place in the Euro 2020 draw. So let's see who we get. So we're at the day of the draw, Saturday 11th of April 2020. We're obviously 4th seed, because obviously it's our first ever European Championship as a nation. We're a FIFA nation anyway. Let's see who we get. So let's start the draw. So far we have Italy, Denmark, Belgium, Portugal, France and Germany, who are in the first seed. So let's go for the second seeds. We have Poland with Italy, we have Turkey with Denmark, Holland with Belgium, England with Portugal, Croatia with France and Czech Republic with Germany. And then we got Switzerland in with Poland and Italy. We got Ukraine in with Turkey and Denmark. Sweden in with Belgium and Holland. Scotland with England and Portugal. And then we go Spain, Croatia, France. A very, very tough group there. And then we also have Austria in with the Czech Republic and Germany. Very close borders there. And then, so to finish Group A, we've got Italy, Poland, Switzerland, Greece. To finish Group B, Russia in with Ukraine, Turkey and Denmark. Norway in with Sweden, Holland and Belgium. Wales, Scotland, England, all in the same group alongside Portugal. Madness right there. Iceland with Spain, Croatia and France. And there we go, in Austria, Czech Republic and Germany for our group for the Euros. So let's have a quick look through the groups again. I'll go through them again. Greece, Italy, Poland, Switzerland, Denmark, Russia, Turkey, Ukraine, Belgium, Holland, Norway, Sweden, England, Portugal, Scotland, Wales, all the home nations there. Wales, France, Iceland and Spain in our group. Germany, Czech Republic and Austria. So we're meeting Czech Republic once again, to facing off against Germany, and then also Austria will be the other team in our group. So let's go to June and see how we do. Today's the day, 12th of June 2020. We have our first ever tournament match as Kosovo boss. We've got Germany at the Stadio München. It's going to be a tough game, but if we look through our progress ahead of it, obviously we got that playoff final win over North Macedonia and Georgia, and as you can see here, we also had very convincing wins in friendlies over Poland with a 4-1 victory and Wales with a 4-0 victory, and also our Nations League now we're in the C, because also we won D in the season before I started being a manager here, so we've got Lithuania, Luxembourg and Montenegro. You'd expect us to breeze through that and get ahead to B, and then eventually A, and maybe even win that if we don't win the World Cup before that. So, you know, it's another trophy we could try and win, as well as the Euros, as well as the Nations League. But as I said, the main purpose of this save is to try and win the World Cup. But let's begin by getting into our opening match against Germany. So as you can see here, we fell to a very narrow defeat in our opening game against Germany. Leroy Sané and Timo Werner with the goals to them. We got on back through Donis Advajaj, but we were unfortunately not able to get the equaliser. You know, I would say we deserved an equaliser. We could have even possibly won this game. We had quite a few chances towards the end, but the poor, you know, opening hour or so for our team really costs in this game. But we'll go into the games against Austria and Czech Republic and see what we can do. So as you can see in our second game, we've got a point on the board finally, but I'm very disappointed in this one. We should have won this game. Again, look at the match stats. 30 shots, 16 on target, 58% possession. We're just not clinical enough for our chances. You know, when the game was going on, I had it on key highlights. We missed about 3 chances beyond the 88th, 89th minute. But, you know, they took the lead through Patrick Schick, which was their first shot of the game. Meanwhile, I had about 8. Then Bursan Chelina got us back in. Borok Dokau scored a free kick. That's 2 free kicks we scored and conceded, in the last 2 games. And Shakil Demhasaj, I've probably butchered his name, but he got the equaliser for us to get a point on the board. Now, if we're going into this Austria game, if we can beat Austria, then we've got a chance. We've got a chance of finishing second or finishing one of the third place team who get to play in a round of 16. You know, unfortunately, we got an injury to Donis Advadaj and a red card to Florent Hadajinaj, so they're 2 players who are probably going to be out for the next game. Well, definitely in Hadajinaj, we'll see how bad Donis Avdijajic is. I'm going to butcher all these names, but as I said earlier. But yeah, we'll be about those 2 players for the Austria game probably, but let's see how we do. And as you can see here, a devastating result, losing in the last minute to Austria through Alexander Schopf after an Arjanet Muric own goal, after Liat Pakarada, our left back, giving us lead through a free kick. But yeah, it is what it is. You know, again, we dominated again, 58% possession, 26 shots on target. 26 shots, 9 on target. We're just not being clinical enough for our chances, and it's really costing us, because we showed up to the tournament in the qualifiers and in the friendlies leading up to the tournament, you know, wins against Poland, wins against Wales. We just can't seem to do it when it matters in the tournament at the moment. But, you know, we got to the Euros. That was the main thing in this. You know, we got a point, and, you know, unless there's been some really, really bad, you know, performances in the other groups, I can't see us being in the round of 16. So that'll be the end of the Euros. But let's have a look and see what happened in the tournament. So as you can see, we're looking at the second round of 16 results in the 2020 Euros. As you see, England beat Austria 4-2, Croatia beat Scotland 2-1, Holland knocked out France on penalties, Germany knocked out Russia, Italy knocked out Norway, Portugal knocked out Spain, Poland beat Turkey, yet we battered Poland, 4-0 or 4-1 in the pre-tournament warm-up game, and Ukraine are through to the quarterfinals after beating Greece 2-1. Into the quarterfinals, so you got England beating Croatia on penalties, getting a bit of revenge from the 2018 World Cup there. Holland beating Ukraine 2-1, Italy beating Poland 3-0, and Germany going through against Portugal in extra time. So Portugal will not be retaining their title. As you can go into the semi-finals, you can see Germany beat Italy 3-0, and a 3-0 same victory for England against Holland. So it's going to be a very, very tasty final between Germany and England. As you can see here, let's see what happened. And it's a 2-1 win for England. As an England fan, as an England away fan, that is great to see. Raheem Sterling getting the winner after Tony Kroos sending his to extra time after Mason Mount's opener. Great news, not for the save, but for me personally, with England win Euro 2020. When it gets rescheduled for next year, I hope that happens because we've got tickets to all the games. As you can see, it's the 18th of November 2020. It means we've played our Nations League campaign. As you can see, we've been promoted. Won 6 games out of 6, 25 goals scored, 2 goals conceded, 23 plus goal difference. If we go to our schedule, as you can see, beat Montenegro away 1-0, at home to Lithuania we won 8-2, away to Luxembourg we won 4-0, at home to Montenegro we won 4-0 as well, away to Lithuania 5-0, and at home to Luxembourg 3-0. So that means we're going to get promoted to Nations League League B, which will hopefully be a bit more of a test for us. So let's go have a look who's in our World Cup qualifying group. So as you can see, we've got a group here. We've got Holland, Iceland, Israel, Liechtenstein and Wales to try and beat to get to the 2022 World Cup. I'm quite confident, Holland will be a tough game, obviously, but Iceland, Israel, Liechtenstein, and as we proved ahead of the Euros, Wales, we can all beat. So I think we've got a good chance of qualifying for this World Cup. This is not what I was expecting from this World Cup qualifying campaign. 10 wins out of 10 games, doing the double over everyone, over Holland, over Wales, over Iceland, over Israel, over Liechtenstein, 44 goals, only 9 goals conceded, a goal differential of 35. So yeah, Kosovo qualified for their first World Cup finals. Let's see how all the teams did in the European stage. So you had England winning their group, and you had Portugal and Poland qualifying from their group, both getting 25 points. You had Belgium qualifying from theirs, Switzerland and Ireland qualifying from theirs, Kosovo from ours, France, Spain, Croatia, Italy, Norway, and Germany. So let's see who we get in our World Cup group. Today's the day, it's the World Cup draw, 21st of April 2022, Kosovo. We've been placed in the 4th pot for the draw. It's our first ever World Cup, so looking forward to it. If I go to the schedule, you can see what happened in our qualification process results-wise. Iceland we won 4-2, Israel 2-0, 9-1 against Liechtenstein, a 3-2 victory against Holland, just about. They got 2 late goals in that one. Wales we won 6-3, an absolutely mental game. 3-0 win over Iceland, 6-0 win over Israel, 3-0 win over Liechtenstein, 4-0 win over Wales, and then a 4-1 win over Holland. And then we go into these 2 friendlies in March. We unfortunately lost 1-0 away to the USA, but this home game against Mexico, what on earth? I instant resulted both these like I do with most friendlies, but 6-6. So we went 1-0 then it ended up being 1-1. Then it ended up 2-1 Mexico, 2-2. Then it ended up being 3-2 Mexico, 4-2 Mexico, 5-2. Then we ended up going 6-5 in the league, scoring 4 goals in 8 minutes, and then they got an 87-minute equaliser. What a mental game. All I ask is one normal day of Sports Interactive. But let's get into this World Cup draw, shall we, guys? As you can see, there's going to be 8 groups here. We'll draw the teams. You've got Costa Rica, Australia, Jamaica, South Korea, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Algeria, and Kosovo ourselves. In Costa Rica's group, they've got Norway, Australia have got Switzerland, Chile are in with Jamaica, Ghana with South Korea, Ivory Coast with Saudi Arabia, Japan with South Africa, Ireland with Algeria, and we've been given Mali. A nice, easy draw there compared to some of the teams we could have had. Next up in Costa Rica's group is Croatia. Then you have USA joining Switzerland and Australia, Chile, Jamaica and Poland, Ghana, South Korea and Mexico, Ivory Coast, Colombia, Saudi Arabia, South Africa and Japan have been joined by Spain, Portugal joining Ireland and Algeria. Joining us is Uruguay. So again, we've not been given the toughest group so far, which is nice to see. See we can get out of the group unlike we didn't do in the Euros. Qatar are joining Croatia, Norway and Costa Rica, the hosts. Italy, USA, Switzerland, Australia. Belgium, Poland, Chile and Jamaica. England, Mexico, Ghana and South Korea can they back up their European Championship win? Interesting to see. France are joining Colombia, Ivory Coast, and Saudi Arabia. Brazil, Spain, Japan, South Africa. Now that looks like the group of death to me. Then you've got Argentina, Portugal, and Algeria. That's a pretty tough one as well. And who have we been given? Germany. We meet Germany again. Hopefully we get some revenge for those Euros games. So see you guys in June. I totally forgot. It's the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. So it's going to be held in November, not June. So before that, we're going to have the Nations League draw. Obviously we've got promoted to Division B after getting out of our group in Division C, which was obviously Luxembourg, Lithuania and Montenegro. And obviously we're going to have a couple of these games actually before the World Cup, because you have the September international break, so it'll be interesting to see who we get in this group. So we have a look at a group. We've got Belarus, Denmark, Georgia, Finland. Next up is Bosnia and Herzegovina. You've got Greece and Denmark, Ireland and Georgia, Israel and Finland. You've got Czech Republic in with Bosnia, Belarus. You've got Iceland in with Greece and Denmark, Norway in with Ireland and Georgia, and Romania in with Israel and Finland. Ukraine are joining Czech Republic, Bosnia and Belarus, so for once we've actually avoided the Czech Republic. We're with Iceland, Greece and Denmark. Very interesting. Obviously we played Iceland in the qualifiers to the World Cup and we did a double over them, so I'm confident in this group. Maybe we can even beat Denmark and even top the group and get promoted into that top division. Joining Ireland, Norway and Georgia is Scotland. And lastly, you've got Slovakia joining Romania, Israel and Finland. I've simmed all the way to the beginning of the World Cup. As you can see, today's game is against Uruguay. So if you look at our schedule, we completed our Nations League campaign. A 4-0 win over Iceland, a 3-3 draw with Greece, a 6-4 win over Denmark. Absolutely crazy. A 6-6 and a 6-4 in the space of 5 games or 4 games is absolutely mental. Then we've got a 4-2 win over Greece, a 1-0 win over Denmark and a 2-2 draw with Denmark, meaning we were promoted from Group B in the Nations League, which is 3 consecutive promotions from D, C and B. Obviously C and B through us and D through Kosovo before this game has actually come out in last season in real life. So yeah, great performance for them. Us in Division A of the Nations League, which is always great to see. But as you can see in their friendlies, you drew 2-2 with Austria, where you beat Romania 3-0 and beat Chile 5-1. So let's get into these World Cup group stage games. As you can see in our first game against Uruguay, 1-1 draw. Obviously, they took the lead early for a Maxi Gomez penalty, but we got an equaliser in the 84th minute thanks to Valon Berisha. Germany ended up beating Mali 1-0, so not the greatest results for us there, but a 1-1 draw with Uruguay isn't too bad, considering you only got 1 point in the Euros 2 years ago. So I think this is a good point to build on. If we can get the win against Mali, then potentially get a draw against Germany, I could see us going through to the knockout stages. It's happened. We've written the wrongs of Euro 2020. We've beaten Germany 4-2. As you can see, they took the lead for a Toni Kroos penalty. We then equalised with Valon Berisha on 13 minutes. They then took the lead again, so we've come from behind twice here to beat him 4-2 with Serge Gnabry after 27 minutes. But Amir Rahmani, who is scoring goals for fun from centre-back in this save, and I don't understand why. If we look at Amir Rahmani here, as you see, he's 28 years old, got 25 goals, is for 65 caps, worth 15 million, good player, 14 heading, 16 tackling, 15 marking, but yeah, it's crazy how good he's been. Jumping reach 17, so I guess he's got good heading stats, but to score that many goals from centre-back for the national team is absolutely crazy. And then Vedat Muriqi, our top goal scorer, getting 2 more goals. Look at this, 35 goals in 39 games for Kosovo. What a man. So that's 4-2 win. Putting that alongside a 1-1 draw of Uruguay, we could top the group here. We end up beating Mali. So for some reason, after banishing the bad memories of Euro 2020, beating Germany, we were unable to beat Mali. We took a 2-0 lead through Vedat Muriqi once again and Milo Rashica. 2 very, very good players, and I wouldn't be where I am without them. Then with a Valon Berisha red card for us as also, but they pulled us back with Amadou Haidara, the former Newcastle player, and Moussa Niakite. I'm not entirely sure who he plays for. He's currently at FC Mainz in the Bundesliga. But yeah, we ended up drawing that game, but thankfully due to that win over Germany and also the draw against Uruguay, we were able to progress in the tournament. As you can see here, in the second round, we're going to be facing off against Argentina. The full second round draw is Croatia versus Italy, Norway against America, Belgium against South Korea, Poland against England, France against Spain, which will be an interesting one, Brazil against Ivory Coast, Kosovo against Argentina, and Portugal against Uruguay. So as you can see, Germany didn't make it out the group because they ended up actually losing to Uruguay, as you can see here, in a 4-2 loss. Absolutely mental. So Germany haven't even made it through to the next round, which is absolutely mental. But yeah, we'll see how we get on against Argentina in the round of 16. Well, would you look at that? We've beaten Argentina. We've beaten Germany in this tournament. We've beaten Argentina. We've got through a group of Uruguay in. As you can see here, we took the lead through Vedat Mariki. I mean, who else? And then they got 2 goals in 2 minutes, so Lautaro Martinez and Paulo Dybala. They also had a 6-minute sending off through Miguel Angel Benitez. But we got back into the game for our left back through Lehat Pakarada, and Edon Zegrova, our inside forward, got us the winner in extra time in the 93rd minute. But the annoying thing for us is obviously Donis Advidaj, our number 10, got sent off, so he's not going to be available for our quarter-final. And Florent Hadajinaj got an injury, he's out for 2 weeks, so that's pretty much him out for the tournament. But I've got belief in this team that we can win this tournament. We've beaten the likes of Argentina here, we've beaten the likes of Germany. I know without our right back for the rest of the tournament and without our number 10 for the next game, but I'm still confident that we can go all the way. It would seem we are the extra time kings. We've done it again. We've beaten one of the biggest teams in South America once again. We did it to Argentina. We've now done it to Brazil, and in even better fashion here. 2 last-minute winners. You know, they got the lead through Philip Coutinho, and Vedat Mariki scored in the 90th minute. Then Flamur Castrati, who I don't even know. I haven't even really used it yet. A striker playing for Kristiansund, who are in the Norwegian league, comes on, 31 years old, gets his first goal for Kosovo, and sends us to the World Cup semi-finals. Absolutely amazing. Let's have a look at this World Cup quarter-final then. So Italy have beaten England, Belgium have beaten America, and Portugal have beaten France. Meaning the semi-final lineup is going to be us taking on Italy and for a chance to face Belgium and Portugal in the World Cup final. The 2022 World Cup final in our first year in the tournament. Let's see if we can get there. We've made it. We've made the World Cup final in our first ever World Cup of Kosovo. I didn't think this save could possibly be completed this quickly, but we've got a chance in the World Cup final. Vedat Mariki with the goal once again. Who else would get it? We may not have had a dominating of possession here, but we won the game. Unbelievable stuff from us, you know. And this is without Valon Berisha. This is without Rashika, who were both had suspensions through collecting too many yellow cards. Absolutely amazing. Let's get into this final. It's match day, and unlike the Hong Kong video, I'm going to be showing you the gameplay from the final. It was a bit of an abrupt ending to that episode, I guess we can say. So let's get into this final. We're taking on Belgium. It's going to be a very tough game, but we've beaten Argentina. We've beaten Brazil. We've beaten Italy. Why can't we go and beat Belgium? Right, let's go on into the match preview. As you can see here, I've got some players back. Kreezy can come in here for Shalar, I want to say. And then we're going to get Rashika, put him in for Halimi on the right-hand side. Berisha, we can put him in as well. But yeah, this is the team we're going to go. We're going to go with Arjanet Muric in goal. We're going to have Vojvoda at right back, Romani at centre back with Roca, Pakarada at left back, Rashika and Zagrova on the wings with Kirizu and Berisha through the middle with Muriqi and Ajdiaj up front. Let's see how we do. So here's Belgium's team in goal. They got Thibaut Courtois. In here, they got Timothy Castagna. At centre-back, they do have Marco Canna and Toby Alderweireld. At left-back, they have Bolly Bolingoli. They have Axel Witsel, Kevin De Bruyne, and Yuri Tielemans in centre midfield with Adnan Januzaj, Eden Hazard, and Romelu Lukaku up top. But we can give them a good game, and we can probably win this final. I think we can win this final. Let's go and see if we can do it. First tackle of the game, Witsel finds Lukaku, who finds Witsel, who finds Timothy Castagna. Castagna finds De Bruyne, who finds Lukaku, finds Eden Hazard, who's running through on goal. Great save from Muric. First chance of the game there for Belgium. They've still got the corner here, though, through Kevin De Bruyne. He puts both arms up in the air, don't know what that means. Whips it in to the back post, and somehow they've missed. I think Axel Witsel pretty much missed an open goal there. Witsel's only talking to. We've got a free kick in a very promising position here. Stepping up is going to be our left back, Pakarada. Can he bury it? Very, very close. Unlucky. He has buried one in his save already before, but unfortunately he wasn't able to do it there. Courtois plays to Alderweireld. Alderweireld over to Bolingoli. Bolingoli into Axel Witsel. Witsel's got the ball. Plays it into Yuri Tielemans, who plays it into Lukaku first time. Him into Witsel. Witsel plays it first time over to Eden Hazard. He's through on goal. Can he score? Great save for Muric once again. He's on form today. Right, we're going to half-time. 0-0. It's a good performance, guys. Good performance from Kosovo here. You know, 2 shots target for us, 3 for them, 55% possession, a very even game so far. We had that free kick chance, not too many, 3 saves you can see for Arjanet Muric. Good half, more of it in the second half please boys. We got a chance here, Berisha with the corner. Voric, and I think Voric has just headed that in. Is that going to count? Voka didn't mean that. I think the VAR might rule this for a foul on the goalkeeper, and very annoyingly for ourselves. So don't want to celebrate too early here. The referee's gone over. Has he said Ivrit Divock has handballed it or fouled the keeper? Let's have a look. What's he going to say? Goal disallowed. Must have been a foul on the goalkeeper. Very unlucky there. Divock apparently on a foul on Courtois, but Belgium have got a free kick in a very promising position. And Kevin De Bruyne, only a two-man wall, weirdly enough. What a free kick that is for Kevin De Bruyne. We should have more than a two-man wall there. If we had a 3 or 4 man wall there, that doesn't go in. That's very look at that. Third man's there. It gets blocked. So annoying that after our disallowed goal only seconds earlier. But we're on attack here. Paqueta a throw in to Valon Berisha. Valon Berisha plays it back to Voca, who had the goal disallowed. He plays it forward to Ajvedaj. Zagrova, whip it in. And Muriki's got it. Who else is going to score for us from Vedat Muriqi? What a goal. Edon Zagrova with the cross. Vedat Muriqi with the header. He just continually scores goals. Mate, if you're doing a normal save, just sign this guy. He's a goal machine if you need a target man. Look at that. Whip it in. Bang. Header. Easy. Beats Alderweireld in the air. 1-1. Highlight continues straight from kickoff here. Kana plays it into Castagna. Castagna into De Bruyne. De Bruyne into Witsel. Witsel into Tielemans. Tielemans plays it into De Bruyne. Back into Witsel. Witsel plays it out wide to Bolingoli. Bolingoli into De Bruyne. De Bruyne to Witsel. Great header from Vojvoda. Kusiu, name I can never pronounce. He's bombing forward here. He's bombing forward. Go on, whip it in, son. Or he plays it back into Berisha. And Ajvedaj has done it. Oh no, is it going to be another offside goal or another disallowed goal? Unfortunate for us here. So unfortunate. Yeah, he's ever so slightly offside there. Very unfortunate for us. Could be 3-1 up here. Right, let's make some substitutions. I'm happy with the formation. I think we're playing well here. Let's just bring on some fresh legs maybe. So I think I'm going to bring on Bersant Chelina for Rashika, and then I'll move Selina over to the left and Zagrova over onto the right hand side. Go back to position, role and duty. Does anyone else I feel like bringing on? Besat Lehman. I feel like my front two are doing okay for now. So we'll see how this does, and maybe some more changes if we need them later on. De Bruyne has got a free kick here. He whips one in. Bolingoli, great save from Muric. Wonderful save. He's been on top form today. De Bruyne has got a corner though. He whips it in. Caught by Muric. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant keeping. He's been absolutely brilliant all game. Only 7 rated though, albeit there's only about 4 players who got one. Selina though whips a cross in. Go on. Muriqi. Oh, just past the post. Unlucky from the striker. Selina's got a corner though. He whips one in. Oh, what happened there? Game lagged. Have we got a penalty? No, it must be a free kick to them. They've got a throw in here though. 85th minute. Lukaku into Origi. Great save from Muric. He's had a great... He probably should have caught that and not let it go for a corner, but we'll allow him for now. And as we can see from this, De Bruyne whips one in. Headed out. Go on, Ajvedaj. Avdevaj. Avi. Oh, well in challenge from Yuri Tielemans. Are we going to get the throw in a part of this highlight? Yes, we are. Vojvoda into Muriqi. Should be in the box, but he's offside. Highlight here in the 89th minute. Alderweireld plays it out to Denier. Denier into De Bruyne. De Bruyne whips one into Divock Origi. Origi. Oh, great save from Muric. I thought Lukaku had scored there to give him the lead right at the death. Come on, boys, get this out. Well out from Romani to Hazard. Are we going to get the ball here? Yes, we are. On a counter-attack here. Oh, go on. We're still on a counter-attack down the left-hand side. Zagrova, he got the assist for the first goal. He's steaming through. Oh, and he's put it wide. He should be burying that chance. He could have scored as the last-minute winner. But once again, we're going to be going to extra time in this tournament. I think this is the 3rd knockout game we've taken to extra time. Come on, boys. Alderweireld's on the ball here for the first highlight of extra time. Hazard plays it into De Bruyne. De Bruyne to Witsel. Mangala's got acres of space to run through here. He plays out wide to Hazard. Vojvoda, can you win the header? And it's a missed header from, was it Adnan Januzaj, I want to say. Dries Mertens, he's come on. Selina, though, on a corner, whips one in. Oh, and it's hit the bar. Unlucky from Kosovo there. It's half time. 1-1. I forgot to show one of the changes I made. So I've dropped Ajvedaj into a deep line playmaker role in midfield, and then put Flammo Castrati up top. See what he can do. Just maybe some fresh legs up top on a counter attack. Let's start the second half and see what happens. And as you can see, guys, Nothing happened in the second half extra time. Toby Alderweireld went off injured, but that's about it. So we're going to a penalty shootout. What's going to happen? I'm going to give it to Valon Berisha, Muriqi, Zigrova, Ajvidav, Castrati. I'm going to give it to Pacareda, Chelina, Voka, Vojvoda, Ramini, and Muric. Let's see what happens. First penalty is Eden Hazard stepping up against Muric. He's had a good game. Can he save Eden Hazard's penalty? He can't. He doesn't do anything and he lets it go in the bottom corner. Valon Berisha has scored some penalties for us in his save. Can he continue it in the most important time of all? And he buries it bottom left past Courtois. What a penalty. Dries Mertens, the substitute, is next to come on. Let's see what he can do. Can he get it past Muric? And he's put it wide. Come on, Kosovo. Can we take advantage of this now? Muriqi, our top goal scorer in the save. Can he put us in the lead? Can he put us in the advantage? Yes, he can. Bottom right corner. 2-1 in the lead. Axel Witsel. Is he going to follow in Mertens' steps or Hazard's steps? He's going to follow in Hazard's steps and puts it to the left-hand side. 2-2. Can we continue advantage through Zagrova, who got the assist for our equaliser? And he puts it bottom left. That's 3 penalties out of 3 for us. Divock Origi is stepping up against Muric here. What can he do? And he's put it bottom right. 3-3. Now, Ajvidaj. Can he, who scored one of the offside goals, put us 4-3 in the lead? And he's putting it bottom left. Unbelievable. We're 1 penalty away now from winning the World Cup in our first ever World Cup with Kosovo. To take one of Belgium's possible deciding penalties is Kevin De Bruyne, who scored that absolutely wonderful free kick. Can he put it past Muric? Let's see what he can do. And he saved it. That's Kosovo have won the World Cup in their first ever World Cup. Look at the scenes. Unbelievable. I honestly didn't think I'd complete the save this quickly. Absolutely outrageous. Muric, wonderful. Muriqi, amazing. Berisha, just wonderful. All the players, just absolutely amazing. So I've been like Nero, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I didn't think it'd be over this quickly, but it is. We won the World Cup the first time of asking, after not even making it out the group stage of Euro 2020. I hope you've enjoyed the video. More videos like this to come of me winning the World Cup or the Champions League with various countries and teams. And I'll see you guys next time.